Hello and good afternoon. Now, this is the umpteenth time I've tried to record this. It's been an interesting day, shall we say the least, and the energy is very high frequency at the moment. It may be causing you to doubt, to question, to wonder what the dickens is going on at this precise time. But this message is here for you today, and it's a really strong message from Divine. And it's one of how Divine Masculine calls in Divine Feminine. And what I want you to understand is in this connection, so let's talk about soulmates. Soulmates are two individual souls, very different to twins. When the male wants to ask out the female or the male or the female, whichever one you identify as, in the connection, when one wants to ask the other out, one does. And they ask it in a very direct way of, hey, do you want to go out for some food? Hey, do you want to go for a drink? Hey, do you want to go, I don't know, to the cinema? Now, early on in a twin flame connection, this does not take place. When you are in the reunion stage, and what I want to say is reunions are very different to union. Reunions are when the energies are weaving together. So you are one soul, you are one you're the same energetic frequency, you're the same soul signature, you're the same soul essence. But in the 3D, you weave together, the energies weave up together. And so when the Divine Masculine is calling in the Divine Feminine, and I want to say that this often happens, and bearing in mind when I'm talking about Divine Masculine, remember, because I get loads of questions about this all the time, and I'm sure I mention it in most of my videos, but people seem to bypass this bit. So I'm making a big woo about it, that when I'm talking about Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine is the running energy. It doesn't matter if you identify as male or female. Divine Feminine is the chasing energy, the push energy. Remember, this connection is all energy. When one pushes, one runs. When one runs, one pushes. Yeah, it's a system. It is a system. When the Divine Masculine is activated and feeling like he almost wants to reach out to Divine Feminine, he will call her in on an energetic frequency. So you might be thinking, why is it me that always reaches out? Why is it me that always gives in? I work with so many twins and they will say the same thing. It's always me that gives in. It's not in this case. They, on a vibrational level, they will call you in. So they are calling you in on a vibration. It's a little bit like, I don't know if dolphins do it, but I think whales do, where they use the vibration of the water to call in other whales. It's a bit like the peacock. When he's ready for mating, when he's wanting to attract that peahen, he spreads out his beautiful feathers to go, woo, 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 look at me. And this goes on an energetic frequency between Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. Now, if you leave it long enough, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine will have to come into the 3D and step forward. But a lot of the time, Divine Feminine feels it really strongly, in a really strong way, because obviously she is so activated at every level and with all the chakras and all her clairs, that she feels everything in a massive way now. And so she feels the calling in. And so often you will reach out, but it is divine masculine that is calling you in to reach out. Remember that this system that you are in, this journey that you are in, is an awakening journey. So you are learning how to stand into sovereignty. You are learning how to alchemize the energy. Often people will say to me, so do twins communicate, on a telepathic way? Yes, completely. But you need to be really, really careful that you don't get hung up on this, because this can keep you looping. This can keep you attached to a certain outcome. And this journey is all about your awakening. This journey is about you learning to alchemize the shared energetic field. You go first, and you, divine feminine, have to spiritually mature on this journey. And if you are almost answering divine masculine, and so he doesn't have to really step into sovereignty. He just waits. He does this little spreading of the peacock feathers or putting out those vibrations, and you come in. He's never spiritually maturing. And when I say he, remember, I'm talking about divine masculine. Whether you identify as male or female, it's irrelevant. Their work is very much in the matrix, but and they're there to trigger you. They're there for you to really spiritually mature, because you're on the fast track of an awakening. And so within that, you have to learn how to work not only the energy in the 3D, but also your source energy, also the energy of divine. And so there are many, many things going on here. It's a complex, the paradox of it is, it's complex but not complex. The journey is very simple, and what you are being asked to do is very simple. Is all about being, is all about sitting in love, is all about alchemizing all that mind and ego chatter and bringing it all back into self. And not allowing sometimes, divine masculine to be lazy and just call in on an energetic level, but to actually stand in his power and to actually step in and not just peacock out that energy. If you need more help and support on this journey, this is a journey, this is a process that you're going through. And one of the key elements of it is to really balance the shared energetic field in the 3D. If you're not balancing the energy, you will constantly push energy. And while you are in push, they have to pull back. And through my teachings and through my Twin Flame course, I show you and help and support you so you learn how to neutralize that shared energetic field. So by neutralizing it, you stand in sovereignty, and in turn so does divine masculine, and you bring the energy into a very zen space where there's no push, there's no pull. It is just in the here and now, in a beautiful zen peaceful space. This is an incredible journey, but it cannot be treated like a normal soulmate connection. If you treat this and you're in the mindset of a normal relationship, you will loop and loop and loop forever and a day. Once you start to understand the truth of the journey and how to shift through the journey in a very balanced state, that's when the journey changes for you. If you need more help and support, click down below.